guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. So today is a ranking all my eyeshadow palettes that I used in May. There might have been some that I've carried over to the first few days of June, but my June ones have gone into the drawer, so there's quite a lot. There's 11 in total. So we're going to be going kind of from least favourite to favourite, but I love all these palettes. Absolutely loved it. I had a really good month in May for eyeshadow palettes. Thank you so much for helping me choose which palette to use and which order you wanted to see them in. I really do appreciate that. So if you could keep doing that when I put the community polls up every time I do my Shop My Stash, I would really appreciate it. I've got them in the acrylic bin that I use for my Shop My Stash, but I'm not going to show it to you. One, because it's quite heavy, and two, just purely because you'll see how I'm going to rank them. So in 11th place, and just remember guys, I like them all. None of them are getting decluttered. So 11 is the Natasha Denona. Is it the mini Metropolis? Yeah. So what I like about this one is this shade here. It is crumbly, but it is such a gorgeous pigmented eyeshadow. Do 2 swatches of it. So that's it there. It's gorgeous for Christmas, and it makes perfect sense why she brought it out at Christmas. This one here is quite nice as well, but I can take that or leave it. It's mainly for this shadow, and then you've got a nice neutral transition shade, a shade to deepen it out, and then you can blend. You can use this shade as a blend shade. So yeah, it's got everything that you need, and I really do like these little palettes of Natasha Denona's. They're very inexpensive compared to her higher end palettes. I think they're £22, or they are in the UK anyway. But yeah, that's that one. So 10th place, and I've not long used this, or I've not long put it on the channel, should I say. I used it a couple of weeks ago, I would say, if I had to guess. I'm not too sure of the exact date, but it's the Huda Coral Obsessions. It's an absolutely stunning palette, and I love these Obsessions palettes. They're my favourite by Huda, but I have other palettes I enjoyed more. So that's what it looks like. It's really old. I've not had it that long, and when I used it was the first time of using it, but that's what that one looks like. Really enjoyed this shade down here the most. It is a coral palette, but it pulls more orange, and I really love this pop of yellow here. I do think it's heavy on the mattes. There's 7 mattes and 2 shimmers. Now for a £9 palette, I think that's a lot, and I don't think she's done any other eyeshadow palettes that have that many mattes to shimmer ratios. I'd have to check my other eyeshadow palettes by Huda, but I don't think she has. So that's in 10th place. In 9th place, we've got another Huda palette. Absolutely love this as well. I did a collaboration with Lisa from Banning Panning and Beyond. I have only used it once. Really, I should be using it again. I feel like I used a lot of eyeshadows in that one eyeshadow look, so I feel like I can give you my thoughts on it. I think I'll put the collab video in the card section so you can go and see it. It's absolutely stunning. Love the shimmers. So in this one you're getting 3 shimmers and then 6 mattes, so even that's very matte heavy, but the summer shade, so I can get on board with that. I don't know if I used this in the collab video that I did with Lisa. I know I used the orange, I think. I'm going to have to check it out, because if I've not used that yellow, then I'm going to have to do a look with it. Yeah, we might be keeping this in. I might put this in my Shop My Stash and do a look off camera, maybe for Instagram or something like that. So really like that. So that was in 9th place. Right, so yeah, 9th place. 8th place is the Profusion Upbeat Orange. I did really enjoy it. Again, it's only got 2 shimmers and the rest are mattes. But what I like about this is those matte orange, that one, and that one. For me, they can be used as blushes, so powder blushes, and I'm really enjoying orange blush. So I did try it a few times when I used this palette. Really like the shade here, Days. It's a bit chunky, but that's what it looks like. Let's see if we can do a swatch of that. I would prefer it to be a little bit more pigmented than that, but I did like it. This gold up here, shimmer, I wasn't too keen on, but the mattes is what it's staying around the collection for, so that's in position 8. Right, and this one, so this one, if I had some lackluster palettes in my collection that I used in May, this one would be probably top 5, but just because I pulled out so many good palettes for May, it's in position 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. 7 is still a good spot for it. So it's the Cara Beauty Cleo Queen palette. It is stunning, guys, absolutely stunning. I love it to bits. Like I said, if I didn't pull out such great palettes, it would be probably in position 5 or lower, but that's what that one looks like. I mean, I would, if you like yellows and bronze shades, I would highly recommend this palette. That's position 7. It's the Huda Toffee Brown. I just love it, guys, and again, this probably would have been a lot lower down if I didn't pull the palettes that I pulled. So position 6, the packaging is absolutely stunning, and then that's what it looks like. Can you see how it's similar to the Cleo Queen one? But yeah, absolutely love that. Right, so position 5, so now we're working on the top 5, guys. So in position 5, guys, I did pull the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. Perfect palette for spring and summer months, absolutely stunning. I think I only really did one look with it. I think I might have done the silver. No, actually I did 2. I know I did. Yeah, I did a silver look with this here, and then I did this blue look, and I just loved using it. It took me so long to buy this palette, guys. If you're sitting on the fence and don't know whether it's for you, I would highly recommend it. But if you live in the UK, there's one in that I bought before I bought this one. I'll try and link that as well somewhere. And I did a comparison between this one. I think the W7 version is called Total Eclipse or something like that. I can't remember, but I passed that over to my niece not long after I did the dupe video. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one. So in position 4 is this one that my beautiful friend over at Beauty Dreams by Naomi bought for me. Absolutely love this Natasha Denona gold palette. My favourite shade, I say this every time I use it, is this shade. It's like a transformer shade, lime chrome, because you can put it over this green here and it just looks absolutely beautiful. I'm going to do you a swatch of it now. Right, so that's the green. That one is called Python. Let me do a couple of swatches, and quite a wide swatch so you can see what I mean. And then we're going to go in with lime chrome. So that's lime chrome, and then yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's got some really beautiful golds in it. This shade here is so gorgeous. On the eyelid, that one's called Oro. I did use that as well when I did the video for it. I've not used every shade. I didn't use this shade here. I didn't use that shade there either. So that's definitely something I'll pull for the probably autumn, winter months when I pull it out again. But yeah, absolutely love that. I keep forgetting what position I am. Was that 4? What have we got left? Yeah, 4. So in position 3 is this one. So this is my Elf-Made Pastel, mainly Colourpop. So we've got the Colourpop, it's from the tie-dye collection that they did. So we've got Aura Now, Inner Trance and Miss Bliss. Absolutely love it for these greens up at the top here. We've also got some Glamshops down here, which I'm going to be testing really soon with you guys. And then these ones, I don't know what palette these have come from, but these are beautiful as well. I absolutely love it. This palette, guys, is like my dream pastel palette, I would say. But I put another one together as well, so I don't know which one I'm going to like the most. But at the moment, I've not tested that other one. The other one has got some of my Pastel Roses shades in, so that one might be better than this one. What I'll do eventually is rank my self-made palettes when I've got enough of them. I think I've only got 3 at the moment. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure I've got 4. But yeah, Maybe when I've got one more we'll rank them, and when I've got more of an idea of the shadow, so I'd need to use all the shadows in the palettes, and when I've got more of an idea of which I like the best, we will rank them, but it'll probably be this time next year by the time I get around to that. In second place, I think you saw this coming, didn't you guys? Having my friend was so kind to get me this. I didn't even know that I needed it. I didn't even know that I wanted it, because I'd seen such bad swatches on Instagram and also not great reviews on YouTube. And she kindly gifted it for me for my birthday. So that's it there, guys. It's the Natasha Denona Pastel palette. It's absolutely stunning. I love this palette, 2 pieces. And I mean, you could get away with just having this in your collection as the only pastel palette. You don't need to have 20 plus pastel palettes like I do, but I'm obsessed. And I mean, it's gotten to the point where I've probably got more pastel palettes than neutral palettes, but I am just obsessed with pastel. And then she also got me this next one that's coming up in position 1. So she got me this last year for Christmas. So it's the Glamlite Cake palette. Oh my gosh, the shimmers have stolen my heart in this. They make me want to buy other palettes. The next palette I buy from Glamlite is going to be the ice cream palette, I think. So this one just looks like that. Absolutely beautiful. I hope we're in frame during this video. The shades that I like the most in this palette is Banana, this one here. Shall we just do some swatches? Let me get some wipes and I'll do some swatches for you. Just wipe off what I've done. Look at that. Just look at the pigmentation. You only really need to do 1 swatch, but I'll do 2. That's Banana. I've never come across a shimmer formula like this before. And then we've got Guava, this one here. This is more like a peachy coral. Really like that as well. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It's got like gold reflect in it, so that's that one there. Then we have Carrot. I'm really into orange at the moment, so I really do like that shade Carrot. And then I would say the other ones are nice, but these are my favourites. I mean, I could do a look with these for sure. I could use that in the inner corner, then that, and then that, and it would look absolutely beautiful. It's an absolutely stunning palette. And you get some really nice colourful mattes as well, which is really pretty. Like, you can wear these mattes not even with an eye look. You can put them as like liners on your lash line, which I'm just looking at it now and I'm thinking, well, why have I not tried that already? But yeah, I think the only shade I didn't really use are these blues. I'll probably do a look with that soon. I mean, that blue, that is popping. Look at that. Yeah, so these are all the palettes I used, say, in May. So like I said to you, the June ones will probably be coming at the end of June. But the drawer was getting too full. What I was going to do, I was going to wait until the end of June and then do it. But the drawer's just getting too full, just purely because I pulled out a lot of eyeshadow palettes last rotation. I've tried not doing that this rotation, but there's still a lot because I've got a lot to test out. So this concludes the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it. If you've got any of these palettes, let me know which one. Let me know what you think of them, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.